Hi everyone, welcome back for our second installment. The next audio file will be about how traditional networks don't help you or the plan. We hope to focus on the traditional networks and the first few years of our trust plan. Traditional networks are generally open and have no guidelines on which providers can belong. They don't require quality care, nor do they restrict what can be charged to a plan. Traditional networks tend to be comprehensive and include a limited number of hospital systems and facilities in a region. This comprehensive group of providers and services is rented to medical plans, which is their revenue source. As you can imagine, the more providers on the network, the better they appear. Most networks do require a discount to be applied when a claim is submitted, and for that, the providers agree not to bill any more than is being paid. This assures that for many providers, the bill is elevated to offset the discount. Air quotes, the medical insurance price. That could be why the cash price is so much less. Providers not on the rented network are covered under the out-of-network part of the plan. First Choice, as an example, is a rented network and is one of the largest networks available in the Northwest. They are privately owned and a revenue source for Swedish hospital system. They only require an average 30% discount from billed claims, and the provider is free to charge whatever they want with protections that no one renting the network can ask a provider to explain or clarify a claim, and the contract restricts plans from inquiring and seeking to verify that the billed amounts are even accurate. So a plan using First Choice Network will get a bill from an in-network provider and pay whatever was charged minus the discount. The members pay more toward their deductible and coinsurance unless their maximum out-of-pocket was met. With restrictions like these, people shouldn't wonder why the industry seems surprisingly strict with determining medical necessity on approving claims. The first 3 years of the self-funded trust, the First Choice Network was our rented in-network. It was a familiar network, and we thought that being as wide-reaching as it was a good thing for everyone. Because it was a regional network, we also had to find and rent a national network, something all plans do. The annual premium rate increases occurring during those first 3 years were a direct result of the handcuffing terms of this network. What was charged the plan for all services were higher than the actuaries anticipated, increasing liabilities at renewal, forcing the plan to increase rates to cover those risks. Seeing the data on the claims, but not being able to question or challenge them, we became more aware that these costs needed to be addressed. We can now understand better that in the past, plans the district engaged on our behalf would increase deductibles or increase copays, and along with that, premiums, sometimes up to 35% in 1 year. We could negotiate the parts of the plan, keeping the administrative costs under control, but with no control on claims, not only were the plan costs increasing, but you were meeting your deductibles and maxing your out-of-pockets sooner. Again, as a self-funded plan, we could now see the claims data. We were seeing different providers charging differently for the same procedures. For example, in the same billing report, 2 chiropractors, one charged the plan $60 for a simple adjustment, and the second charged $200. Both were paid after the discount from the network was applied. You do the math. Now multiply that thousands of claims a year. We saw hospital bills with no way to review or challenge, no way to check that they didn't charge that $100 for that aspirin. It was easy for members to have more expense, and there was no way to challenge those out-of-network bills, like from ambulance companies and anesthesia, that snuck into the overall claim. These providers were almost never on a network, and even though the hospitals where they provided the service were in-network, they were out, putting members in the 60-40 payment split and increasing copays. Experiencing all that, we began learning about terms used in the industry called usual and customary and repricing. All plans, administrators, and actuaries knew that medical treatments had a common cost. The data is out there, and more plans were looking how to take advantage of this information. One example we have of this is our own dental plan through Delta. Delta's plan pays usual and customary payments to the providers in their network, which is a condition of being included. Dentists that accept Delta know what they are going to be paid and have agreed to it. The providers that don't are outside their network, and they make it known that they will pay 90% of the usual and customary in that given area. You choose which provider you go to. Well, this was part 2, building on what we learned in the first audio file. The next audio file will bring everything together to help show why we made the change to amps and how this change has impacted the plan. I hope you'll continue.